Hey, you guys. Fashion Crazy says, don't forget to hit the like button as you guys are coming in, which definitely do that. That will help me out a lot. That helps it get pushed out to more people's homepages. So if you can give the video a like as you're coming in, that would be awesome. Or if you're rewatching the replay, if you guys can give this video a like, it helps more people see my live stream replays. Hi. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Blee. Can you guys hear me? Well, is the sound good? I'm hoping that today I don't have issues with my screen sharing. I did some updates. So I'm hoping that everything is smoother this week. Hi, Linda. Hi, Tony. Hi, Angela. Hi, Marceline. Okay, awesome. So today I just wanted to update our Google Doc with deal updates and some new stuff that I learned about, have heard about, have seen other people talk about, things that you guys have done the first week of the sale. We can update the Google Doc together. And then also I just wanted to go over some other random topics related to CVS and related to saving money as well, and just some other updates that I wanted to talk about. So let me put the Google Doc in the chat, and then it's also in the description box of this video, and it's also in all of my weekly Sunday CVS Deals videos in the description box, and I believe usually I put it in the pinned comment as well. So definitely you guys can click this link and follow along. You should be able to see it there. Hi, Robert. Hi. Hi. Who else? Hi, Shiro. So, there was a couple of deals I wanted to add to the list, and then we can just quickly go through and update what we have here. So the Persil deal should still be good. Actually, you know what? Let me go through my YouTube video really quickly here. I'm gonna pull it up. Hi, Holly. Oh, and Tony says, I'm learning to do deals thanks to you. That is awesome. Hi, Darlene. Yeah, Darlene, I'm not wearing a lipstick, but I'm wearing lip liner. I usually switch it up all the time, but I'm a neutral person, and I kind of switch to the same like mauvey nude, like sort of like brownie pink shades. But right now I'm wearing NYX, the regular lip liner in nude pink on the inside, and I'm wearing Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut on the outside. So what we're doing today is we're going to update our Google Doc. I just put the link in the chat for this upcoming week so that the Google Doc only has stuff that's currently working, because some of our coupons might have expired. I know some of the Ibotta rebates are gone, so I want to update the Google Doc so that it's good and relevant and accurate for week 2. And then I also want to add a couple of deals to the doc as well. And put in the chat if you guys have heard of any new deals that are not on this list. If there's any deals that are not on the list, you guys can click the link and check. Let me know about any unadvertised deals or any like weird deals that you hadn't heard people talk about, that you'd heard from other pages online. I will add those to my list so that people who might only watch my videos or might not, be on the same side of the internet that you're on, they can still collectively see everything in my doc. So let's go to my CVS video and just quickly check if any of the digital coupons that I put in here expired. But I don't think a lot of them did. I think a lot of them did have expiration dates through the 27th. So it looks like the Persil did. I know this Method deal, it's gonna have an update because I didn't have like a huge error in my video, but I had a little error in my video where this Method rebate that I put on the all-purpose cleaner is not actually for that one. We had a separate one that was for the cleaners. Now, some people might not have had it, or if you didn't clip it, it might have disappeared. So that is no longer available for the cleaners, but you can still do the deal on the soap because this hair care and body products $5 inbox dollars and swag books rebate is still good now. It's still there on the app, and it's still good on the soap. The Lysol deal is still good. What about this YWEKTYQ deal? Did that coupon expire, or is that coupon still good? That one's still good. And the Ibotta rebate is still there, but it does have a timer, so we'll have to check in on that. Can someone do something for me? Can someone confirm if the Centrum $3 rebate is still good? Can someone check Ibotta for me? I realized I didn't check that before I went live, like right when I was looking at my Google Doc when I started going live. Can someone confirm the Centrum $3 gummy rebate for the 100 count plus? Is that still on Ibotta, yes or no? But this deal will still be good if that rebate is still there, because this Haleon Health rebate is still good through the 30th. So through the rest of this 2-week ad, it'll still be good. What else? This clearance Old Spice deal is still good with the 7F2. The Ibotta rebate's still there. My camera is in the way from what I'm clicking on here. I believe the Degree deal is still good. Yep, the Degree deal is still good. The Dove Men I know is still good because we have 2 digital coupons for that. One that has a closer and one that has a further expiration date. The Axe deals are still good. The Nivea deal doesn't require any coupons, neither do the Irish Spring or the soft soap, or the Irish Spring bar soap or the soft soap hand soap. What about these Neutrogena and Aveeno? That's still good because you'll get a new CRT, and it looks like the digital coupons are still good. CB left. Yeah. The Cetaphil deal, that's still good because the Ibotta rebate is still there. The Eco Tools deal is still good. We're going to have an update on the CoverGirl deal because the $3 Ibotta rebate is gone, as we would expect. That rebate is super hot, especially because it works on the brow pencils. So that was a moneymaker last week, pretty much only on Sunday and Monday if you were quick about it. The NYX deal is still good. So are the Kiss Eyelash and Nail deal. The Garnier Fructis deal, I think that coupon didn't expire. However, the Ibotta rebate that's good for the leave-in conditioners is gone. So that is no longer an option, no longer a moneymaker. Is that deal still good? I can't. Yeah. Yep, Garnier coupon is still good. The 3-off-2 for the Oral-B and Crust is still good. The Ibotta rebate did change. It went from $2 to 50 cents. So I'm going to do an update on the Google Doc for that. No, okay, man. And the coupon is still good though, so that's cool. And then the Arm & Hammer deal, still good. Can someone also confirm, is the $2 Arm & Hammer, is this $2 Arm & Hammer Ibotta rebate still there? Can someone confirm that for me? $2 on Arm & Hammer toothpaste. So the ones I need confirmed are the Centrum $3 for the vitamin gummies and the $2 for the Arm & Hammer toothpaste. Let me look at the chat. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica says you make it so easy for me to coupon as you break everything down to the point. I appreciate that. And then Jasmine says, excited to catch a live. Finally got 10 off 70 on one of my dead cards. That's awesome. Was your 10 off 70, did you get that in response to using a % off CRT, or was that your Thursday coupon email? Which was it? Was it your spend CRT in response to using that, or your Thursday email? Quick question. I had some extra bucks earned after a purchase. So Jatine says, quick question. I had some extra bucks earned after a purchase in my app, but forgot to send them to my card. After a few days, it disappeared. Is there any way to recover them? Customer care. Yeah, extra bucks should not disappear unless they expire. So even if you leave them unclipped in your account, like you earn them and then maybe they print out, but you throw that away, which is what I always do. I throw away my paper receipt with all my extra bucks because they go to your account as well. And then I just clip them in my account and use them digitally. Even if you leave them unclipped for extra bucks, they should not disappear unless they expire. So what I would do is, I would call customer service make sure that your account is not hacked. Make sure that they did not get used by some random person at a random store, because customer service can check. They can check where each extra buck was used, the date, and what you purchased. So I would call customer service. Fashion Crazy says, yes, I saw it earlier. Angela says, I don't see Centrum. Heidi says, my Ibotta Centrum is gone. Yep, I agree with what Fashion Crazy says. Centrum is in the list if you clipped it on Ibotta. Okay, I'm going to leave the Centrum deal on the list then, because if you clipped it, you should still have it. I don't have Arm & Hammer on Ibotta. Arm & Hammer is gone. You guys, if you say crazy stuff in the chat, you're getting blocked. So just be careful with what you're saying. That was your Thursday email. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. That is crazy. I really hope that I start getting stuff like that, because something I'm gonna, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about Thursday emails later. But Jasmine says that she got a Thursday email. Instead of getting a % off coupon, she got a 10 off 70. So check your Thursday emails, you guys. Okay, Casey says she does not see Centrum on Ibotta either. Someone said they saw it in their list, so I'm going to keep the Centrum deal on the Google Doc in case you have it in your list. Casey says, Kayla, do you anticipate posting any couponing content at other retailers? I want to do Target. I don't have a Walmart in my area. I don't have a Dollar General in my area. They're both like 30 minutes away. So I'm not going to do either of those, at least for now. But I do have a Target, and I really want to post Target, but I'm not going to do long form. I will do short form. So if you're following me here on YouTube Shorts, or if you're following me on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, I'm at kaylakoupons, the same way that my channel is spelled on all those platforms. I do post other store content short form, but not long form. Long form, I'm just going to stick to CVS, because long form takes a really long time to film and edit, and I have a following with CVS on my long form, and I don't really want to grow like from scratch other stores on my long form on YouTube, but I will do short form. Fashion Crazy says they always get a 20% off and then a 3 off 15. That's what I was getting to, and we're going to talk about it later because I have an update about my accounts with that. Okay, so we went over the whole video last week. All of our coupons are still good. None of them expired, but some of the Ibotta rebates did disappear. So here, let's make sure that this is updating. Yep, it is. Last week I was having an issue where my screen share was freezing, but looks like today we're not experiencing that. If you guys see my screen freeze, let me know. But it looks like we're good. Someone says Casey says, Target is good. I'll keep an eye out on short form posts. Yeah, Target is good. I'm going to get back into it. I work in addition to doing social media, so I'm trying to expand. I do multiple CVS short form videos per week, but I want to do one Target video a week. Like, I want to push myself, whether it's a clearance video, whether it's a single good deal, or like, let's say it's like a beauty and personal care gift card promotion, a laundry gift card promotion, or just a quick little deals video going over like some rebate deals that are really good, or even like some food deals that are really good. I want to post one short form Target video a week. I'm going to shoot to do that in October, because I do like little sprints where I set a goal for myself for social media. And in August, it was to post a video every single day, which I did. And in October, I'm going to do that again. So we're going to do that in October. You'll be getting a lot of short form posts from me on Shorts, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, whatever you guys follow me on. And I'm going to try to do Target once a week, one Target video a week, whatever is going on there. Because CVS always has free stuff or stuff going on. But Target is hit or miss. It's like a lot of stuff, nothing. A lot of stuff, nothing. Jasmine says, so I was getting 20% and the next day getting the 3 off 15. Then I stopped getting the 3 off 15 and backed away from using that card for a bit because I was using the 20% and not getting anything. Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a little bit because I have an update on what's happening with my accounts for percent off CRTs and spent CRTs. Then this week I had the 10 off 70. Okay. So yeah, we'll talk about that. I agree with you on Target. It's hit or miss. Yeah, it's so hit or miss. And I will say usually like every single week you can probably do something. Even if there's no gift card promotions, there's probably at least like a few rebate deals that you can do that are really good that you can put together. So there's probably something that you can post every week, or there's clearance. Diego says I used the 20% and got a 10 off 60 this week. That's really good. So it looks like maybe they're transitioning towards sometimes giving like higher threshold spend CRTs, which is exciting because it's nice to get a variety. It's nice to get a 3 off 15 and then to get a 10 off 70, then to get a 25 off 100. Especially like the first week of the sale, it's so nice to get those higher thresholds because we still have a lot of digital coupons. Are you going to add the spend 20 get 4 on Tide, Downy, and Bounty? We can do that. Shay or Sha says, I got 2 40% off CVS. Use those. Get something you need. Get a food item. Get water. Casey says having more than one CVS card does get chaotic. It does get chaotic, yeah. What I do is I will clip all my coupons, every single coupon I clip at home. And then at home, I make a list of on each account what I'm going to do. So I do all the prep work and put it in my notes app in advance. Before I go into the store, I know exactly what coupon is on what account. I know exactly how many extra bucks and what types of extra bucks they are, what quantities they are. And then I create a rolling scenario if I'm going to do rolling or if I'm just going to do one transaction. I write out exactly what I'm going to do in my notes app and then I follow that. And that way you're not like clipping coupons in store, stressing out in store, switching accounts in store. I already know I have everything clipped. I know what coupons I have on what account and I know it's going to work. And the only thing that you have to do at that point is then like, let's say you do roll and you earn extra bucks in transaction 1. If you want to do everything digital, you would have to go into your account and clip that $10 extra buck that you just earned in order to roll it into the next transaction. So that's all that I'll do. I'll make sure I'm like still logged into the account that I'm rolling with. And then usually on my other accounts, I'll just do one quick transaction. That way I don't have to like log into the account and clip the extra bucks. Yeah, all of my accounts are in the dead zone. All of them are getting the 5 off 20 Neutrogena, the the 4 off 20 Crest, the 3 off 15 Maybelline, the what else do I get? Let's look what I get. All 3 of my accounts are dead accounts, quote unquote. This is what I get. 3 off 15 Maybelline, 4 off 20 L'Oreal Paris shampoo, which I never use because there's never like enough threshold to use that with our L5 deal. Total Home, OGX, again, this is too high of a threshold, 5 off 20 in order to really be useful. 4 off 25 Garnier, usually not useful. Sometimes we get like a 4 off 20 though. That one can be useful just depending on what the deals are. If there's like a separate whole blends and Fructis deal. The L'Oreal Paris facial care is sometimes useful. I get usually some CVS specific CRTs like on their food items. I usually get a 4 off 28 Colgate. 5 off 20 Neutrogena is always there, which I love. I either get a 6 off 30 Crest or I get a 4 off 20 Crest, which is nice. I always get the 2 off 10 Garnier. I always get this 4 off 14 Herbal Essences, which with the increasing prices is about to be actually helpful, even though we've been getting like no Herbal Essences deals. Those dropped off the face of the earth. And then I usually will get sometimes I'll get a Gillette and Venus razor CRT, which is good some weeks. And then on a couple of my accounts, I get like a 5 off 25 Schick. And then I usually get a 4 off 16 Skin Timid, which is sometimes useful. Can you only do the spend 30, get 10 one time? You can do it one time, but you can do it with a 2-week ad. So like how we're about to enter the second week of the 2-week ad tomorrow. So on the 21st, if you did it last week, all the extra Careback deals reset. So you can do it again this week, starting on the 21st. Yeah, Casey, that's what I do. I use the Notes app to organize. I like really prepare I really prepare at home. I do not stress in store. I plan everything out when I'm at home and then I execute in store. Hi, Pamela. I hope you're doing well. So I guess you could say that this account is dead, but I don't know. I still coupon on it. Like I don't create a new account. These CRTs are fine. I mean, I'm not getting like those really weird CRTs where it's like three $2 off of Garnier or like three $2 off toothpaste. And those would be great, but the thing is even if you create new accounts and then they're not dead anymore, from what I've heard, within like 4 to 8 weeks of you using and couponing heavily on your new accounts that are getting the good CRTs, it'll just die. It'll just become a dead account. So I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to use that word on YouTube. I think I might. I think they might get mad if I'm using the DEAD or DIE words. Um, any thoughts on why so many of us have dead CVS accounts? Wouldn't CVS want to fix it? Probably not, because they know that if you're a couponer, they're just basically like losing money by giving so many of those CRTs. Another thing that you have to understand is that like if they give you a coupon, let's say they give you like a $2 off $8 toothpaste, any toothpaste that's not brand specific. CVS, because that's off any brand, CVS is funding that CRT. It's not like a brand it's an advertising strategy or it goes into their advertising budget where they're helping CVS subsidize the CRT to push sales. All of these CRTs you see that are branded L'Oreal, Garnier, OGX, Neutrogena, Colgate, Schick, Gillette, whatever, those brands are like paying CVS to give those promotions, or they're reimbursing CVS for all or some of the dollar value of those CRTs as they're used. And it like just like how manufacturers reimburse CVS for manufacturer digital coupons. So I feel like CVS loses money whenever they're giving new accounts those like 6 off 30s, 10 off 70s, $2 off of any oral care. They are losing money. So the second they realize you're a couponer and it's not actually bringing them money and pulling you into the store to like pay full price for stuff, it doesn't make sense financially for them to continue to give those insane CRTs. I agree. I save a lot at CVS, so like having an account that doesn't get those insane CRTs, like you could call my account a DEAD account, but I'm still getting like decent CRTs. I'm still getting something like a 4 off 20 Crest. I'm still getting like some Razor CRTs. I'm still getting like the Garnier. I'm still getting the Neutrogena, which I always am using constantly. I'm still getting like the 3 off 50 Maybelline that's good. So I feel like it's, although it is the same every single week, other than like every once in a while we get something new or we get our instant CRTs, I still do feel like it's okay. You can still save money, you can still get stuff for free. Yeah, what Fashion Crazy said, when you save a lot of money with coupons, they appreciate you, but not that much. So they slow your account for those who don't use. So they slow your account for those who don't use it much. They don't want you to save that well. Yeah, I agree with that. They're gonna make it so that it's gonna optimize profit for them for CVS. So if you are not a couponer, they categorize you. Like they'll be like, they are a couponer, they are a heavy couponer. They probably categorize it on what percentage your savings are. I'm not like, I haven't heard from the CVS backend people. I haven't heard from anyone in like marketing, in savings strategy at CVS. I don't have those good of connections or that good of like insider knowledge of CVS, but just from like just, thinking about like the strategy in general, it makes sense what they do. And usually all their strategies that we see happen and things that they pull away, I'm always like, yep, that tracks, because that was kind of being taken advantage of, or it just makes sense strategically. I miss couponing at Publix so much. I used to live in South Carolina. I lived there in around like 2023, and I used to do Publix videos, and I had a friend who's in the chat who I would go couponing with at Publix, and we used to have so much fun. Yeah, Jessica, 4 off 10 on Venus is an insane CRT. That is a very good CRT to use. Your account is not, your account must be like, you're on the good side right now. But the more that you heavily coupon on that account, the more it'll probably start to look like mine. Some dude 626 says, just got a new account. Mine is DEAD. Sorry, just saw the live. I don't know. I mean, if your CRTs look like mine, then mine look like a lot of people who've been couponing for a long time and coupon a lot and have high savings percentages. If yours looks like mine, what I'm showing right now, then yeah, they probably know that you coupon. Okay, I think I read the entire chat. You guys, I know Spanish, so be careful. Okay, so okay, so back to the Google Doc. What is your favorite deal for week 2 of this ad? Honestly, the same stuff as last week that's still good. Probably. I won't really know until tomorrow, because probably some new digital coupons would make things a lot better for a lot of these deals. It might even make some deals that are not on the list good deals. So we'll have to look. But yeah. The best deals of the week, if you guys go to my Instagram or here on Shorts, TikTok, Facebook, the most recent video that I posted, 10 CVS deals under $2. This video, I go over 10 of my favorite deals, and I would recommend watching that. All these deals in this video are my favorites, probably. But like I said, I just don't know anything new. There's not really anything new that I came up with quite yet. Just like there's like 2 quick little things that I wanted to go over and add to the list, which is Tresemme and Unshick Hydro Silk. So we will add that. This is being so annoying. I don't know how to get this to go away. I do not know how to get this to go away. This little thing at the bottom here. Make it tiny. Okay. Do you plan to post the first tutorial this week? What day do you plan to post the first tutorial this week? I'm assuming that you're talking about like my rolling short form video that's kind of like this video that I posted. I'll try to post that on Monday. I am planning on doing another rolling video because people seem to like it. So I will do that, and I will shoot to get it up on Monday. I just gotta have time to edit it because it takes 3 hours, 2 hours minimum to edit that. My card looked like yours too. Jasmine says, my card looked like yours too. I feel like soon they'll be going back to the higher thresholds. Everyone's saying hi, Bug Love. Bug Love is always in the chat. Hi, Bug Love. Hello. Okay, so let's go back to updating this because I haven't even started. So the Persil deal is still good. The Method hand soap, the all-purpose cleaner deal is no longer good. So I'm just gonna remove that from the list. me pull this up quick. Okay. So I'm gonna just remove the cleaning option because the inbox dollars and swag bucks rebate disappeared for the cleaners specifically. So you can still do the hand soap, but just not the cleaners. And then the spend 30 get 10 deal is still good as long as you have your $3 Ibotta rebate for the Centrum clipped. If you didn't, it probably disappeared per what people were saying in the chat. I did check, and the dollar Ibotta for Kotex is still there, but it has a timer on it. So just make sure that you're checking as you're going in store. But even without the Kotex rebate, if you still have the Centrum, it's still a good deal. And the Haleon Health rebate that I put the link to here is still good as well. The Nivea body wash deal is still good because it has no coupons. The Neutrogena deal is still good. And the Aveeno. Same thing with this one. Still good. Actually, I don't know if the wipes coupon is still good or not. I don't know about that because I don't have that in the video. I wonder if I already used it on this account. I'm going to check quick. Looks like I used on this account, so I'm not even able to check. Can someone tell me, did the $4 off 2 Neutrogena wipes digital expire? Or is it expiring on the 20th? Or is it good through the 27th at least? Let me know and I will update this deal. But this second one is still good. The one with the $3 acne and the $3 Aveeno digital, that's still good. The Irish Spring is still good. The Garnier Fructis is still good. I'm going to remove this note about the leave-in conditioners because the Ibotta rebate is gone for that. The Kiss NYX CoverGirl deal, the Kiss still applies. That's good. The CoverGirl is still good, but we don't have the Ibotta anymore. So let me redo the math on that. You can grab the CoverGirl, the Clump Crusher Mascara at $12.49. You'd save $6 with the digital coupon. With the coupons, the $2 digital and the CRT. You'd pay $6.49 and get back $4. That would make it $2.49. I probably didn't need a calculator for that. And then the NYX deal is still good. The EcoTools deal is still good. The Stub Men Plus Care is still good. The 2 Axe deals are still good. The Old Spice and the Secret Clinical deals are both still good because the coupons are still good and the Ibotta rebates are still on Ibotta. The Lysol wipes deal is still good. The Crest deal I need to update because we only have 50-cent Ibotta rebates instead of the $2. So for the Crest, you grab 2 of them, 2 of the toothpaste or 2 of the mouthwash at $4.99. The 3 out 2 digital is still good if you didn't use it. Pay $6.98, get back $5 in extra bucks and 50 cents on Ibotta times 2. Let me do the math on that. $6.98, $5 back on Ibotta, and then $5 back and extra bucks and $1 back on Ibotta. That would make 2 of them 98 cents. 49, which is not that good of a deal, but unless you have like a CRT, then it would be worth it to do. I don't really like to pay for toothpaste, but it's an okay deal. The Colgate deal is still good, and the Cetaphil deal is still good because our digital coupon is still good, and the $2.25 Ibotta rebate is still there. Yep, there's Ibotta rebate for Old Spice still. Me says, I've been couponing for a few months and I have so much toothpaste. What do you do with all your toothpaste? I donate it to women's shelters, and then some of it I sell on Whatnot, which we'll talk about Whatnot later in the stream. That's how I sell the Whatnot app is how I sell my stockpile. If you guys are interested in joining Whatnot, it's like a live selling platform and you can buy stuff on there. You can buy like, you know, high-end makeup for cheap. You can buy like trading cards. You can buy new clothing, new shoes. And people sell live on there. This is what it looks like on the web. I was gonna talk about it later. If you guys go to my link tree, the URL, I'll put it in the chat. It's linktr.ee/kaylakoupons, the way my channel is spelled. You can sign up for Whatnot here, and they give you a free $15 credit to spend on anything. It's like a gift card essentially when you sign up with somebody's referral link. If you sign up like without somebody's referral link, they don't give you the credit. So if you guys do want to get that, you can get it here. And then also, if you want to go and do live selling on there, like we'll talk about that later of how I sell on Whatnot. They match your first $150 in earnings. So whatever you make, which is very easy to make $150 in revenue if you have a decent sized couponing stockpile, they match your first $150 if you sign up through someone's referral link. So if you want to, you can do that. But even if you don't want to sell, you can get a free $15 gift card essentially through that link. All right. Yes, I would say like definitely donate to a women's shelter in your area, a homeless shelter. That's what I've been doing. I do it at least once a year, and then when I do it, I will donate like probably like $5,000 worth of stuff. Usually when I add it all up, it's like around $5,000 or maybe a little bit lower. But I'll do like one gigantic annual donation because I'm a little bit far away from downtown where I go, but makes it really easy just to do like one gigantic donation and fill up like 6 trash bags. Holly says, how do I get Ibotta? So you can go, maybe I'll just put the link in the chat. Holly, here's the link for Ibotta. I just put it in the chat. Oh, Bug Love, great. Okay, that's great. I'll put the link to Whatnot too. So yeah, Whatnot, this is what it looks like on the web, but it has an app too, and the app is better. Like it's more easier to use. And there's like all these sellers who are live selling stuff, and they'll just like hold up, let's say, Neutrogena moisturizers or mascaras or Clinique and all the high-end brands. There's different sellers for each different category. So there's ones who sell like high-end shoes and clothing and bags. There's ones that sell Coach bags, new shoes. And I like the ones that sell like more high-end fragrances and mascara and cosmetics and jewelry and things like that. Or like there's ones who just sell certain brands, like they'll sell like new Free People clothing and different things like that. So that's how I used my free $15 credit when I signed up, was to get like a high-end mascara. I just put the link in the chat to join Whatnot if you guys are interested. But yeah, Whatnot is the platform that I use. I go live on there and I sell my stockpile on there. And I've tried a lot of different ways of selling my stockpile. I've tried Facebook Marketplace. I've tried Facebook Marketplace in person, meeting with people, and I've tried Facebook Marketplace with shipping. And I've done eBay. I did eBay for about 3 years, and I just in the past 6 months switched and deleted all my eBay listings and switched to Whatnot. Okay, you guys, so this is complete and updated. The Google Doc is updated. So if you're on there, everything should still be valid for this upcoming week for the most part. Other than like maybe a couple of Ibotta rebates where you may have had to already clip them and they might be in your list. And if you didn't clip them to your list, they might be gone. So let's add a couple of things to this list just so that is done. And then I wanted to talk about like a couple other topics. I have a list of other things that I wanted to cover in this live stream. So the first deal that we do have going on is on Tresemme, and it did get a little bit better because we got some Fetch Rewards rebates. And something else that I wanted to talk about, which actually, no, we'll cover that later. It's a side note. I'm about to go down a tangent and spend like 10 minutes on a tangent. But Tresemme is spend 20 and you get back a $10 extra buck this week, and I did not cover it last week. I don't know why. I might have just missed it. But the shampoo, the conditioner, the stylers, they are all spend 20, get 10. So what you can do is spend 20, use the 5 off 2 digital coupon that we have. You'll get back a $10 extra buck. And then we also do have Fetch Rewards rebates. So what you could do, let's do math really quick so that I don't mess this up. What is the cheapest? Oh yeah, okay. Now I'm remembering correctly. So I think if you grab 2 of the shampoos and conditioners priced at $5.99, that's the online price, and maybe a little bit more expensive in store. And then if you grab 1 of the stylers at $7.99, that would be like $20 exactly, or with the 98% rule. And even if your store doesn't do the 98% rule, because the prices will be slightly higher in store, you'll be good to be over 20. So what you'd want to do is grab 2 of they're the small size, like the 16.5 ounce shampoo and conditioners at $5.99, and then 1 of the stylers at $7.99. So that would total $19.97. You'd use the 5 off 2 digital. You'd get back your $10 extra buck, and then you can submit to Ibotta not Ibotta. You can submit to Fetch for at least $2 in points back. You might have better Fetch offers than I do. I had 1,000 on 2, and then I had 1,000 when you buy a shampoo plus a styler. So that would make it the deal for me like $2.97 for all 3 items, which is a pretty good deal. So we're gonna add that, and I'm gonna add it at the top actually and highlight it because it's something new. So Tresemme, spend 20, get 10. Okay. So let me just copy this over here. We're updating our list here. So we're buying 2 of the Tresemme shampoo or conditioners, 16.5 ounce for $5.99. 1 Tresemme styler. I'm just gonna put styler because you can grab whatever one you want. And then we're gonna use the 5 off 2 digital coupon. And let me show you guys that quick in the savings page. If I can find it, if we have it. Someone else said they don't have the Tresemme coupon. I just checked, like, did it expire? Am I going crazy? I just saw that it was there. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is with the Tresemme. If you already used it during the last 2-week sales ad, I believe you won't have it. But if you did not use it during the last 2-week ad when we had it, then you should have it. Let me really quickly go to my last week's YouTube video so I can check that. The expiration on that Tresemme
You can
coupon.
score.
Just to make sure that it's still valid. Here it is. Okay, never mind, you guys. Never mind, you guys. I put this during the week because I was like, oh, I didn't know there was such a good Tresemme deal. It expires today. Scratch that. Okay. That's okay. Tresemme deal, but maybe. You know what? I'm going to put that here. I'm going to keep it here still. Spend 20, get 10. I'm going to put, we have Fetch offers. Check if we get a new digital coupon on 9/21. I'm gonna leave that there. And then check Fetch for P&G offers, which we'll talk about later. That's a Easter egg for something that we're gonna talk about later. The Schick deal, I did wanna add that to the list, but before I do that, let me not make the same mistake and make sure the coupons are not expiring today. The regular razor digital expires on 9/27, and then the $3 disposable expires on 9/27. So we're gonna use these 2 digital coupons, and we're gonna get a really good deal using, scroll up. I don't know if I have the CRT on this account. I have it on my other account. For 4 off 20 Schick. For I believe it's any Schick, not just Schick women's. We on this account I have a 4 off 16 Skintimate, but I don't think I have a 4 off 20 for Schick on this account. But a lot of accounts do get that CRT, and my other accounts do have it. So what you can do is, let me look up Schick Hydro Silk because that's what we have the deal on. So you can grab these dermaplaning razors at $7.79, and then you can grab one of the Hydro Silk regular razors at $12.49, and that would push you above 20. And these are spend 20, get back a $7 extra buck. Spend 20, get 7. There's different varieties that you can also grab. So like depending on your store's prices, you can grab like this 3 count of the Hydro Silk disposables at $8.99. You could replace that for the Derma Blades. It would just be slightly more expensive. We also have this Schick Hydro Silk razor. That's the Moisture Care 5. That's $12.49. So you can do either way. We have this other one that's $11.99. So put it together with what you guys want to do. But the cheapest option is grabbing the Dermaplane 3 count and one of the Hydro Silk regular razors at $12.49. So we're gonna add that. Okay, so the Schick and the Skintimate is spend 20, get 7. Grab the Schick Hydro Silk razor, $12.49, and then the Schick Dermaplane 3 count for $7.79. And that's also the Hydro Silk. And this will really only be a good deal if you do have that 4 of 20 Schick CRT. So $12.49 and $7.79 is $20.28. You can use the 4 of 20 Schick CRT if you have it, and then we have that $4 digital that I just showed you guys for the regular razor, and the $3 digital for the disposables that includes and works on the Dermaplane 3 count. So you would pay $9.28 with that and get back $7 in extra bucks, making the 2 of them, it would be $2.28 for 2 or $1.14 each. And then for coupons, 4 off 20 Schick CRT, 4 off 1 digital for Schick regular. Uh-huh. You get a phone call, can you let the door dash in? Yeah, I'm live, so it might mess that up. And then we have the $3 off 1 digital for the Schick disposables. So I think that's a pretty good deal if you have that 4 off 20 CRT. Reading the chat because I didn't read it. Hi, Sabrina. Hi, Brandy. Yeah, if you guys can like the stream, that would be amazing. If you're in here, if you can just hit the like button quick, it'll make it appear on more people's home pages so they'll see that I'm live. Oh, someone says that for the Persil, they see it, they have a 3 off 10 hydration or laundry purchase. I got that on one of my accounts. I think it was last week that I don't use very often. That is a great CRT. That is a great CRT. Definitely use that on this Persil deal, and that would make it just $2.98 for 2 of them, or $1.49 each final price. Or, wait, is that right? Did I do the math right? Did I do that math right? Yeah. $2.98 for 2 or $1.49 each. Yeah, not everyone gets that. And you want to know what? That 3 off 10 hydration and laundry CRT is one of those CRTs that does not come in your email. It does not show up online. It only shows up when you open up the app. It'll show up underneath your extra bucks and you have to clip it. Have you guys ever seen CRTs like that where it's like you don't get an email and they only show up in the app and you have to clip them? They don't automatically clip. So make sure that's like, there's like a few types of CRTs. There's ones that there's instant CRTs that only appear in the app. There's CRT, like account specific CRTs that are random and only appear in the app. And then there's regular CRTs that appear in the app and online. And then there's email CRTs that you need to send to your card from the email in order for them to go to your account. Brandy says my fetch is not for CVS. Are you talking about the Tresemme? Because I did look, and I just looked, and on my fetch account, the Tresemme offer is good at CVS for fetch. Tiffany says, question, where do you show this list that you're making? Where can I find it? It's in the description box of this live. It's also in the description box and pinned comment of all my weekly long form CVS Deals videos. And I put it in the chat, and I'll put it in the chat again. I never change the link. The link will always stay the same. I just edit the same Google Doc. Thank you, Fashion Crazy, for answering that. Me says, are there any good Ibotta deals this week? The Ibotta deals that are good are, what are they? The spend 30, get 10 deal if you still have the Centrum in your clipped list. Also, what else for Ibotta? Also, the clearance Old Spice and Secret, that's good. And the Crest deal is still okay with the updated 50-cent Ibotta rebates, and the Cetaphil deal is good. With the $2.25 Ibotta rebate, that's still valid. If you guys say crazy stuff in the chat, you're getting blocked, just so you know. You're getting blocked. Someone says I thought you were AI. That's dumb. Someone says, oh, okay, Bug Love says that theirs is a 5 off 25 chic. I've gotten that one too. So I guess this deal is kind of only if you get the 4 off 20 version. And also, you know what else I've noticed is that like from week to week, it's going to change. I'll randomly get a 5 off 25, then I'll get a 4 off 20. Same thing with the Crest. I'll get a 6 off 30 some weeks, and I'll get a 4 off 20 other weeks. So it kind of just depends. Thank you, Fashion Crazy. I'm blocking people. Please tell me. Tiffany says, please tell me, how do I get to her link? I see it posted, but I have no clue what I'm doing. Yeah, if you just click that link, it takes you to the Google Doc. It's also in the description box of this video, too. And maybe you want to go on your computer, because it's a Google Doc link, so, or you can copy the link and paste it into Safari. Because I use like docs.google.com on my computer, and then I use the Google Docs app on my phone, but it might take you to like a web browser like Safari or Chrome. All right, so that's everything for. So did you guys see any other deals that I didn't go over that you guys maybe did last week, or that like some unadvertised stuff? So things, I'll just quickly scroll through of what we all went through. And if you guys can like let me know if you know of anything else. So we have the Chic Hydro Silk deal that I just went over. And then we're gonna check to see if the Tresemme deal has new digital coupons tomorrow. The Persil deal, Method, hand soap, the spend 30, get 10. For me, I went over how to do that with the Kotex and the Centrum. The Nivea body wash, Neutrogena and Aveeno facial care, Irish Spring, Garnier Fructis hair care, the Kiss Nixon CoverGirl deals, the Eco Tools, Dove Men Plus Care, Axe for body wash and body spray, Old Spice clearance, Secret clearance, Let me know if there's any other clearance at your store that you guys have found recently that's really good or has coupons attaching or Ibotta rebates. And then the Lysol wipes is an okay deal. The Crest deal with the updated Ibotta rebate. The Colgate deal, and the Cetaphil. And that's everything that I have. Okay, someone says, Carolyn says, Kayla, my biggest problem is New York doesn't give us all the deals. You may show or I see and different couponers. Does anyone else live in New York? Can anyone else tell me, are the deals actually different in New York or?
Babe, he's calling.
Yeah, I just let him in.
You just did?
Yeah, I'm on live, Danny.
Did you miss it?
No, I answered it. All right. Okay, so other stuff. No, that's pretty much it. That's it. That's everything. So let me know. Is there any other unadvertised stuff that you guys, or any other deals that you guys saw anyone post this week, or anything that you saw unadvertised in store that you hadn't seen anyone else talk about? Because if there is, we can definitely add it to our Google Doc. My boyfriend ordered something on Uber Eats, and he's like, "Can you answer?" Because we live in a gated apartment. Our apartment has a gate on it, and of course, it's my name and my phone number that they have to call on the call box. Luckily, it didn't mess with the stream actually that much. I think it might have just paused for a split second while I answered the phone call. What? Okay. Yeah, okay. Fashion crazy, that's a helpful comment because for me, the only thing that I knew was that there are a couple of states, maybe Hawaii is one of them, where all the extra book deals don't apply, but I never heard of New York being one of those. And fun fact, you guys, I'm going to New York soon. So I'm probably going to be doing a video, probably short form, once I'm in New York. I'm going to be there in a couple of months. So I was planning on doing like a cute little short form video of like couponing at a CVS in New York. I thought that would be fun. Is there a Times Square CVS? If so, I'm there. They're going to be like, what is going on? I'm using self-checkout for sure. For sure. Yes, if you ever are not getting percent off CRTs, you can try to turn off your extra care emails in the app and then save and then turn them back on. And that did help fix it one time for me. But I need to do that on all my accounts because getting into the next topic is that I haven't been receiving any percent off CRTs on any of my accounts. Yeah. Is Scott toilet paper get $5 back happening again this week? Yes. The exact same extra care book deals from last week are applying this week. Someone says, be prepared for sticker shock for New York. Yeah. Yeah, Ray, that worked for me a couple times, and now it stopped working. They do have one, Carolyn says, they do have one close to 42nd Street. Okay, I'm definitely going to be checking that out. Maybe I'll do like a video of like, oh my gosh, maybe I'll do a video like comparing the prices at my Texas store to the New York store. I might do that. I have a corgi and he barked because there was someone at the door and it scared the crap out of me. Insane. And my corgi, he's, how old is he? 4.5, almost 5. And he is the weirdest dog ever. He never barks, ever, at anything. Like, he gets mad, he doesn't bark. The only time that he barks is if he can sense or if he hears someone at the door. He's like the dream dog. Like, never barks unnecessarily. And apparently for corgis, that's like unheard of. Corgis are like the yippiest, most barkiest dogs ever. They're like very moody, very vocal, but not him. Fashion Crazy says, Carolyn says, let me know so we can go together. Okay. Bet. Send me an email. My email is kayla@kaylakoupons.com. Angela says, looking at my receipt, there was $6 off 2 Clairol and $5 in extra bucks when you buy 2, plus they were $5.24 each on clearance. Angela, so I thought that clearance doesn't work for extra bucks. I wonder what happened there. Because CVS's system is coded so that if you ever buy items on clearance, they do not generate extra bucks. So I wonder what happened there. Like, let's say like you buy, let's say Colgate is like buy 2 get 5, and one of the varieties that like is showing online included is on clearance in store at your store. Usually in that case, the extra buck is not going to print. So I wonder. Tiffany says, how do I get to the Google Docs, please? If you go to the description box down below, like you open that up, the link is there. And I also posted it up in the chat. Yes, Brandy, the doc created on August 30th it's the same link. It's the exact same link. I'm going to delete the second tab here. There's a tab, different tab. Oh, I wonder if people are looking at this old tab. So there's 2 tabs. There's the 9/14 to 9/27 week, and then there's the 8/31 to 9/13. I'm going to delete that tab. I deleted the second tab, the old tab for the last 2-week ad. So now if you refresh the document, the only tab that exists is the one for this new 2-week ad. Because for a while there, for like a day before this 2-week ad started, we were working with both. I was preparing the next one, and we still were working with we still were technically on the week of the last one.
Vos lo vas a ver salir ahí. Y yo salgo después.
Some people really just go on, I think like, so the only thing about being on live is anytime you're on live, you show up on the shorts live page. So some people are just like scrolling, and they end up on your channel, and literally they are just dedicated to commenting the craziest thing that they can possibly comment. And then you're getting blocked. Are there General Mills deals this week? There is. It's not like the best, but it's okay. I think let me look it up for you. I think they're $2.49, and then we have $1 off 2 digital, and we have Ibotta. I'm just gonna look up Cheerios. Or no, $2.99, not $2.49. I was wrong. So they are $2.99, and then we have $1 off 2 digital coupon. Wait, hold up. Let me find the one that's on sale. Yeah. Looks like for the Cheerios, you can grab the 8.9 ounce or the 12 ounce, and they're both $2.99. So get the large size, you guys. Select General Mills, $2.99 on sale. dollar and extra bucks back on one and dollar on two digital coupon. And then check your Ibotta. Check your Ibotta. You can search General Mills. You can search cereal. See what General Mills cereals they have Ibotta rebates for. You can probably end up getting like an additional $1 back on Ibotta. And check your Fetch. Fetch has different stuff. I saw somebody post that if you get the pumpkin spice Cheerios that are included in the $2.99 sale, I think there's like 70-cent Ibotta rebates back, limit of like 5. So you could get like $1.40 back on Fetch too. So that would end up making it a really good deal. But just going over the like base cost, you can grab 2 of the cereals totaling $5.98, use $1 off 2 digital and get $1 extra buck back. That would make it $3.98 for 2 or $1.99 each, which again, not my favorite deal. Sometimes they're $1.99 on sale straight up. But we also do have some Ibotta and Fetch offers, so check what you specifically have on Ibotta and Fetch and determine if it's a good deal for you or not. It wasn't a stock up deal for me, which is why I didn't post it on the Google Doc.
Right there. Well played, bro. Well played. Nice, great.
Someone says, how about for Venus, any deal? Yeah, Brandy, I saw the Method Cleaner deal was gone, but they still have the body wash and like the personal care deal. And in the list included in that is the hand soaps. You can still do the hand soap deal, just not the cleaners anymore. Yeah, Ray, like look in the inbox dollars Swagbucks rebate for that body wash. Luckily, the hand soaps are listed there, so you can still do that deal. And I have that in the Google Doc list.
One apartment in the window, left window.
So, Carolyn, when you scan the items that are not tagged at the Redbox machine, are they showing on sale for the sale prices and stuff when you scan them? Or are they not ringing up the right price at the register too? Or not giving extra bucks at the register too?
No, pensé que estaba ahí. Drew, behind you.
Yeah, I agree. I think like, and if they need to do it state specific, like if they can't do extra buck, if they can't do the same deals in like Hawaii, let's say, because of the cost to ship everything over there and they'd be losing money if they did it, that's one thing. But I have not heard of like within a state where some states have it, certain deals, and some states don't. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I have to look more into that. Maybe I'll post in the Reddit. I'm in the CVS Reddit group, and I will ask couponing questions in there. And if you guys have Reddit, I would highly recommend joining the subreddit /CVS. I'm not like really good at Reddit. I don't even really know what I'm doing when I'm in there, but I think it's called a subreddit. If you go to the CVS subreddit, people post a lot of stuff. It's a lot of like CVS employees complaining in there, but you can get things that are up and coming at CVS there. Also, you can ask questions, and it's full of CVS employees, so they will respond back to you and let you know what's going on or what they've heard or rumors and all that stuff. There's not a lot of people talking about couponing in there. There's probably a CVS couponing subreddit as well, but the regular CVS subreddit is where I go for all of the drama and all of the news and finding out internal knowledge. You have to so for Reddit, like if you go to reddit.com or if you go to the Reddit app, it's REDDIT, and then if you search like CVS, the pages, they're called subreddit, should come up, and one is r/CVS. Yeah, so where have I lived? Or where have I couponed at? I have couponed at Minnesota and Florida. And Minnesota and Florida, they do your tax before coupons. So if you spend $100 before coupons on a transaction, it goes down to $0. You're still going to be paying like $7, $8, $9 in tax because the tax is on your before coupon price. In comparison, I've lived in South Carolina and Texas, And both of South Carolina and Texas, the way that their stores do tax, it's after coupons. So if you have a $100 total, but it goes down to 0 with coupons, you're gonna pay nothing in tax because they tax after coupons. So like living in a state or couponing in a state where it's after coupons is like, oh my gosh, saves you so much money. So much money. Yeah, I can do it. I can do an Ibotta tutorial. I should do that. I should have it pinned on my page. I should already have one. But I want to make it really good. I'm like a perfectionist. Usually with my short form content, I've gotten it down to like just putting in appropriate effort, applying appropriate effort. But for like tutorials, like I bought a tutorial, fetch tutorial, I want to like do such a good job. Okay, so New Orleans or Louisiana, it's by state. I know it's by state. So Louisiana is before coupons, unfortunately. Yeah, I know Minnesota and Florida also are before coupons. Ohio, I lived in Ohio too. Ohio, I think is after. I think is after. Okay. So other topics that I wanted to talk about. How long have I been on here? An hour. CVS system updates. So my CVS system has not updated yet. I still have the old version of the self-checkouts and the old like checkout keypads at my cashier, the regular checkout stations with the cashier. So I am anxiously awaiting when my CVS stores in my area update their system so I can try out the 98% rule. I can try out like just how it works with like the order that we're scanning things in. Let's say you're using coupon 24, using an OTC coupon payment, like with the $5 P&G Good Everyday Reward. I'm anxiously awaiting to see how that works. But I just want to let you guys know that my CVS does not have the system update yet. And then what I wanted to say about % off coupons and email CRTs is that all 3 of my accounts no longer get % off CRTs. I don't know why. Whenever I get them, I use them. And then whenever I'm placing a pickup order, I do pick up my pickup order. So it's not like I'm doing anything that would raise a red flag. I'm picking up my orders, I'm using the coupons, and then the 3 out of 15 or whatever spend CRT they're sending me the next morning after I use my % off coupon, I'm always using that. So I don't know. I just stopped receiving it. Thursday, this past Thursday, was the first week when not any one of my 3 accounts got the % off CRT. And all 3 of my accounts have CVS Extra Care email communications turned on in the app or on the website, in my systems, in my account settings, my communication settings. So I don't know why that is. I'm hopeful that they start to come back. But as of right now, no 3 out of 15, no spend CRT for me. So hopefully you guys are still getting them. And then I also wanted to talk about giveaways. So I'm going to start doing gift card giveaways in my weekly videos. I'll put it in like the middle of the video. And every week I will have a gift card giveaway to either CVS or another store, but mostly CVS. And then the winner will be announced in the next week's video. And then you'll have a week to email me to get your gift card. So look forward to that. I'm going to start doing that soon. I'll start doing it whenever CVS has a gift card promotion for giving extra bucks back for buying a CVS gift card. I'm going to pick some up whenever they have that, and then we will start doing giveaways. And then also, I'm going to do a huge giveaway once I reach 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. So look forward to that. Hopefully that can be achieved within like the next 6 months, 9 months or so. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I'm on, so for short form, I post on Shorts here on YouTube. I post on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And I'm at kaylakoupons, the same way that my channel is spelled on all those. If you guys want to go, give me a follow on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, if you use any of those. I post different videos than what I post here. Post all short form there. And I'm very active on my stories on all 3 of those too. And I'm going to be doing also a huge giveaway on Instagram once I hit 100,000 followers. So give me a follow over there. What else? People are saying that they also have multiple accounts and they don't get % off coupons. I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm glad I'm not alone. New Hampshire and Delaware don't have tax. That's awesome. Sales tax. Oh. Sounds like Carolyn was saying that with the new systems, a lot of the staff are not trained. That fits. That tracks. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but I wanted to give an update on selling my stockpile. So I kind of mentioned this earlier in the live, but I used to sell on Facebook bundles. I would also do Facebook shipping. And I would also do Poshmark. I know that sounds crazy, but I would sell couponing stuff on Poshmark. And that was like stage 1, the beginning stages of selling my stockpile online. And I would also do that in addition to donating. So then after that, I switched over and I like upgraded majorly to eBay. And eBay has a learning curve, let me tell you. eBay has a learning curve, and they also vet out their people very carefully. So it takes a while for you to kind of get in favor of the algorithm with eBay. And it takes a while too to have your listing, like the max quantity of listings that you can do to have it increased on eBay. I made a video all about how to sell your stockpile on eBay. If you look up how to sell stockpile on eBay, kaylakoupons, it should come up. But recently, like within the last 6 months, I removed all of my listings on eBay and I switched fully over to selling on Whatnot. And by the way, I am not a Whatnot sponsor. This is not like no sponsorship with Whatnot. I wish. But without a doubt, Whatnot is peak selling your stockpile online. Unless you have a great method of selling your stockpile in person, if you have a lot of people who buy from you, or if you have like stockpile sales, that's the best, is in person, because there's no fees. You can do it in cash or on Venmo. If people come over to your house, and if you have people who you trust that do that, or you meet up with people, that's peak for making money with your stockpile. But if you want to do it online, let me tell you, Whatnot is it. It is it. I talked about this in a previous stream. The reason why it's so good is because people are willing to pay close to full price. Whereas like in person, they usually will not do that. Whenever things are getting shipped to people, I feel they are very happy with like a 10 to 20% discount. And that's not to say that I only do a 10 to 20% off discount. I don't. I do like 50% off discounts when I'm selling on Whatnot. But just for like what people expect from their discount compared to buying new on like Target or Walmart.com, a lot of times online on eBay or Whatnot, they're only expecting like a little bit of a discount to feel really good about getting that discount, and will make a purchase with like a 25% or less discount. I personally do like 50% discounts off the Target or the Walmart price when I'm selling on Whatnot. But the thing with Whatnot is people will buy like $100 in value of stuff from you when you're going live on Whatnot, because they're paying, let's say, like $10 in shipping. So when you're going live on Whatnot, you can set like a flat rate price for your shipping. So no matter how much stuff that someone buys, they only pay, let's say, $9 in shipping. And then you can pack and ship a huge box for them. And maybe it costs you $15 for the box on like UPS Ground, or like a large flat rate box through USPS. But if you are making like $100 in revenue from their order, it doesn't matter. You're still making, let's say, like $75 to $85 on that $100 order in profit. And that is a way, way, way better margin than you make on eBay. So all that to say, I would definitely recommend, if you guys are trying to sell your stockpile online, my personal advice is that Whatnot is the best platform to sell it on. It's the platform that you have the opportunity to make the highest margin on. But always the winner is Facebook Marketplace, in person, or stockpile sale. As the easiest method, requires no shipping. You can probably make the biggest margins off in person. But like I said, if you're selling online, Whatnot, I would definitely recommend it. Benefits, like this is kind of like what the website looks like. So there's a bunch of different live streams that you can look at. Like, let's just pick a random one. This one looks like it's high-end makeup and fragrance. So if you open it up, and this is like what your live would look like too. It's vertical. This one looks like it ended. It's vertical, so it's a better experience on the app. I'm on my computer right now. But basically, people just show what they're selling, and people can bid on it.
I am putting this peach rose
So, like,
oil
this girl
complex,
is,
nourish
this
and
lady
silk
is just
skin
holding up
treatment
stuff
mask.
for different stuff, and then people bid on it.
It's for your hair, and it's by that company that I really like,
So
Shea Moisture.
she's selling like a Shea Moisture hair masks, and people bid on it, and they pay shipping. And it's the culture of the app where people expect to pay like $4 or $5 in shipping. So if they just buy like a, you know, like a little makeup product from you or something like that, then they're paying for the shipping, and you're making like quite a bit in revenue. If you guys do want to join Whatnot to maybe like look into being a seller on there, I'll put the link in the chat. Yeah, Laura, I do. If you use this link here, or I guess my username would be kaylakoupons, the same way that my channel is spelled. But if you guys use this link that I just put in the chat, even if you don't want to be a seller on there, it gives you a free $15 credit to spend on everything, like kind of like a gift card that you can just use. It doesn't apply towards shipping, but like it applies towards the cost of the actual item that you get. And then if you become a seller on Whatnot, if you sign up through someone's link, like someone else's user link, they match the first $150 that you make. So, like for example, I forget whose affiliate link I signed up with. I think I literally looked one up online because I didn't know anybody who had a Whatnot account. But I remember I signed up and it had a little banner that was like, "Oh, become a seller, and then we'll match the first $150 in revenue that you make." And so I remember I was on my first live stream and I just had my phone set up, front camera, like I didn't know what I was doing. My quality was terrible, which is fine, by the way. And I was just on there like lifting up Garnier shampoos, being like, okay, 2 for $5, because that was like 50% off the Walmart or the Target price. Instantly sold. Vibe, instantly sold. People were like, oh, can you do a bundle with me of 8 shampoos and conditioners? I was like, sure. Okay, 8 of them for, maybe I did 8 of them for like $25 or something like that. Instantly sold. So it's really crazy. It's fun. And also someone last stream was talking to me about how like they didn't want to show their face. And a lot of people do not show their faces on Whatnot. So what they'll do is they'll like have their back camera on a tripod or whatever. They'll just be holding it up, and they'll have like a table full of stuff, or like you could have your camera in front of your stockpile, and people could just be like, oh, hey, I want this, I want that, I want this Garnier Fructis, I want this razor or whatever, this makeup. And you can just like hold it up and run your items. You don't need to be on camera showing your face. So let me know if any of you guys try selling on Whatnot. Definitely let me know. I'm curious what your guys' experience is on there. I only go live on there about once a month. So I'll build up all my stockpile, and then I kind of separate it out based on like donation items and what I want to sell. And then I will go live like once a month, sell all of my inventory. Literally my stockpile will be barren other than like my bags of donation stuff that I keep separate. And then I will build it back up for a month and then go live again. So definitely join. I would definitely say join. Even if you want to just join to scroll and get your $15 credit, it's fun. You guys can check it out, kind of get the vibe for it, and see what you guys think, if it's something that you'd be interested in or maybe not. Scarlett, I'm gonna be honest, I think that they don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, Ray, I will do a video on Whatnot because I already did a video on eBay, so I'm gonna do a video on Whatnot as well. And I'll probably like actually insert clips of me selling and like clips of my live stream. I'll do like a really good job editing it. I'll take a little bit of time to do that. And I'll do a video on Whatnot. And I'll make sure I go over like the shipping experience as well so you guys can see what it's like. It's very easy though, very easy, very intuitive. Someone had said, is there a Venus deal? And there is. There's a really good one. It's Gillette and Venus disposables, buy one, get one 50% off, and buy two, get back a $6 extra buck. The only issue is there's no digital coupons, at least not right now. Hopefully we get them tomorrow. Yeah, a lot of people sell clothes on there as well. I think a lot of people on there, what they do, because you always wonder, like, how are people getting the inventory? How are people getting the inventory on Whatnot? And from what I understand is a lot of people will buy mystery pallets. There's like different places that sell gigantic pallets of unsold merchandise, let's say like from Target or wherever, CVS even, or Free People or like whatever it is. Or maybe it'll be slightly damaged merchandise for in some cases. And they will buy a mystery pallet and then they will sell all of that new stuff on their lives on Whatnot. But, you know, there's different ways that you can get inventory for different types of things. Like as couponers, we have basically an unlimited source of inventory that we can source for an insanely low price. So even if you only go live on Whatnot once every 6 months, once every 4 months, once every month, whatever, you could still like get rid of a lot of your inventory on there for pretty much minimal effort for like one night's worth of effort. And that's why I like it, because let me tell you, like the cons of eBay, the cons are so bad of eBay. It's like the shipping prices are insanely high. People will lowball you really, really bad on eBay, like bad, not even like reasonable, bad. It takes hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to take pictures and list your listings. It's just not something that I'm interested in anymore, because it requires a lot of time and a lot of upkeep for minimal profits due to the high shipping cost. Whereas with Whatnot, people pay shipping and they're willing to pay shipping. They fully expect it. And the good thing about Whatnot is people, because they pay shipping and because you can cap out, like let's say, okay, there's a maximum of $9 that I'm going to charge for shipping. So if someone buys $100 worth of merchandise from me, they're only going to pay $9 in shipping. Then people are incentivized to buy from you and buy a lot of stuff from you, and they will. Like usually every time I go live, I have all of my stockpiles sold and only 10 buyers. 10 buyers buying like 8 items each minimum. I'll put the link to the Google Doc again, but it's in the description box. Angela, yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's my boyfriend, and he is Colombian, so he's speaking Spanish with his friends on video games. So if you speak Spanish, you're probably hearing crazy stuff. Oh, awesome. Ray, did you just sign up like just now and you got your $15 credit? Yeah, it's nice. It's nice that they just give you that. I don't know. It's a really good bonus offer. It's a really good bonus offer. And then like you can also, they have a buy now option on Whatnot. So you can go on Whatnot and you can search, like, for example, I just ran out of my Rare Beauty blush Took me 2 years, but I ran out of my Rare Beauty liquid blush. If you know, you know. That thing takes you literally every single day use takes you a year to 2 years to empty out. And I just ran out of mine, and I was like, do I want to go to Sephora? Do I want to wait for the Sephora sale and spend like $30 on it? Not really. Went on Whatnot, searched up Rare Beauty blush Happy. There's like 4 listings starting at $15, which is like half price. So I bought one of them. I messaged the seller in advance. I was like, hey, is this like, and the thing with Whatnot, everything is unopened and new. Like you don't, if you're on someone's page who has a decent amount of followers and a lot of people watching, like everything's new. I've never gotten anything weird off Whatnot where it was like opened or anything. Sometimes it'll have like a damaged box, but that's the extent of it. Cause that's a lot of times like how they get their inventories. If like Ulta or Sephora, if they have a damaged carton, a damaged box, they won't, like someone won't buy it at Sephora. So they'll ship all their damaged box inventory to like these wholesale resellers. And then these people on Whatnot will buy the pallets and resell the stuff with like slightly damaged outer components. So, yeah, I got a refill of my Rare Beauty blush for half off the Sephora cost on Whatnot using the buy now option just by searching it in the search. No, and that's the thing, like Rary, it's so good to donate. I love donating, and I do a huge donation once to twice a year. But I feel like the thing is with reselling, it allows me to then go and like do more couponing so I can donate more. Because if I'm selling like all the makeup, especially makeup, like things that are not like as in need of for donation items, where like soap, feminine care, razors, toothpaste, toothbrushes are like really in need for donation, especially for like women's shelters and stuff. So I love to make money off like especially more expensive items like skincare, L'Oreal skincare, Neutrogena, Aveeno skincare, and cosmetics on Whatnot, and like shampoo and stuff, and then it allows me to spend more money getting like more stuff to donate to. And then also like what's so good about reselling is that it can go back into your couponing budget. And reselling your stockpile on Whatnot will like replenish my couponing budget for like a year. Because I'm spending so little out of pocket. Yeah, I would definitely recommend Rare Beauty. What have I tried from Rare Beauty? I've tried the liquid blush and the brow gel. Is that it? Liquid blush, amazing. And the brow gel is amazing. Yes, yeah, see Sterling. Yep, you don't have to go live. I would say that's like the fastest way to move product quickly, but you can also just sort of like eBay, you can do a buy now feature and just do listings where someone can buy it and then you just ship it. Tiffany says, how many times are you allowed to use your coupon? Is it once every day or once a week? So for like, if you go here, like all of these manufacturer digital coupons, these are one-time use. You use them one time and they disappear and they're gone forever. These CRTs, again, they're one-time use for per singular CRT, per expiration date CRT. But then every single Sunday they'll reset. What else do I want to talk about? Selling my stockpile, we talked about that. If you guys saw my most recent post on all my short form platforms, I posted this video, including here on YouTube Shorts, and it's a rolling extra care book video, and it's a true out-of-pocket video. So in this video, I am literally going over, okay, transaction 1. You're buying this Eco Tools and you're buying this Irish Spring. And what is the true out of pocket that you're going to pay? Oh, well, if you don't have any extra care books to roll, you're going to pay, let's say, whatever, $19 and some change, either cash out of pocket, or you can use extra books you already have if you have them. But if not, you're paying $19.97 cash. Okay, then you're earning back $12 in extra bucks. Now we're going to roll that into transaction 2. And then you're going to take the extra bucks from transaction 2, roll them into 3. Extra bucks from 3, roll them into transaction 4. And I'm going to start doing this format of video at least every sales ad, but probably every single week, of like a rolling extra bucks style video. And let me know on the comment section of that video on YouTube Shorts and on my other short form platforms if you like that. Because I was doing just like regular deals videos, and a lot of people were saying, well, that's not the true cost because she has extra bucks and she used extra bucks, and if you don't have extra bucks, you're gonna pay way more. And all of that is true, but I feel like what people don't understand is the rolling concept of CVS, especially on short form. People don't get it. They don't understand, which I can understand, because rolling extra bucks in general is like, it's like an art. It's an art, and you have to learn it. It's a skill. But when you show people with like this rolling format of like, okay, now you're taking your $12 in extra bucks from transaction 1 and you're rolling it into transaction 2, then it clicks for them. And if you're showing the checkout screen of applying the $12 in extra bucks you earned from the first transaction, it like clicks in their brain. And a lot of people in this live chat, like, we know you've been rolling extra bucks at CVS for 10 years and you know how it works, but a lot of people do not know how it works. So this format and style of video is really good for like new couponers and for people who know what's going on. And then in addition, I did this style of video, which is just 10 CVS deals under $2. And this is just rapid fire. Okay, per still, you'd spend this out of pocket, get back this many extra bucks, final cost is $1 and whatever. And just like a rapid fire of like the breakdown. Oh my gosh, Rary says that they keep an average of $75 in extra bucks on your accounts. That's incredible. That's so much. I have like 10 to 20 because I'm constantly doing Ibotta deals. And then the Ibotta usually are spending a lot of extra bucks and you're getting back less extra bucks than you spent, but then you're getting money on Ibotta. But then that results in me constantly having not very many extra bucks on my accounts. And I have the CVS Extra Care Plus on all of my accounts. I personally, so the CVS Extra Care Plus, if you guys are not familiar, you pay either $9.99 a month or you pay, what is it? $9.99 a month, or no, oh my gosh, back it up. My brain is not working. Extra Care Plus, you spend $4.99 a month is the subscription cost, or it's $49.99 a year, I believe. So you either end up spending like $60 a year with the $4.99 a month, or you end up spending $50 a year with the $49.99 a year. And so it's cheaper to do the yearly option. I do the yearly option because I want to save like every single penny. And in exchange of what you get for that is you get a $10 extra buck every single month into your account. So that is a really good way to constantly be having extra bucks in your account that you can use for your couponing. And then you can also use them and transform them into real cash from doing like inbox dollars and swag bucks rebates and Ibotta rebates, because both of those deposit directly into your bank or your PayPal. So that's usually what I try to do. I try to keep a lot of extra bucks on hand. I'm willing to spend some cash to get extra bucks because I know it's going to convert to cash on swag bucks, inbox dollars, Ibotta, Fetch, whatever. Ray, no, pull that money out. Ibotta and Fetch are not bank accounts. So just be careful. You don't want anything crazy to happen with your Ibotta account. You don't want them ever if they ever shut down your account for any weird reason, or even if they incorrectly do it, you don't want to keep too much money in those rebate apps. I always say, pull it out, constantly pull it out. Yeah, Fetch is really good too. And I view Fetch as money, and the reason why I will justify Fetch as being real money until my dying day. And the reason why that is because you can get Target gift cards where you can buy groceries. You can get grocery store gift cards, Walmart gift cards where you can buy groceries. You can get Amazon gift cards where you can buy groceries. You can get, what else is there? Obviously, there's restaurants and things that are kind of more splurging style gift cards, Sephora, Ulta, things like that. But you can literally take out money on Fetch. You can even get Visa gift cards on Fetch, I believe. But it is real money because everyone needs groceries. And you can get your groceries through getting Fetch Rewards gift cards. What else did I want to talk about? Okay, just so you guys know, right now open up your Fetch app and search Tide and prepare to be shocked. Search Tide, search Gillette, search Old Spice. This just happened this week. It's like breaking news in the couponing world. P&G is now on Fetch, which is super exciting. I remember when P&G was new to Ibotta, outside of Walmart. It was at Walmart. P&G products had Ibotta rebates for Walmart for a while, but P&G transitioned into having rebates on like CVS as well. But Fetch never had them. And if you guys look on Fetch right now and you search Tide, you'll see that there are Tide, Downy, Gillette, Old Spice, and maybe some other brands on there right now. So that's really exciting. It's a huge deal for couponing to have P&G rebates on Fetch. Because it means now we can do P&G laundry promotions with P&G laundry coupons with P&G Fetch offers. And it's going to just be amazing. And you can submit to pngoodeveryday.com, and every 15 products you buy, you get a $5 OTC coupon that you can use at CVS. My Fetch right now has, I believe it's like 2,000 points back when you buy a Tide detergent and a Downy product, and then it has like 1,000 points back on Old Spice and like 1,000 or 2,000 points back on Gillette deodorants. So even if you guys don't have them right now, just look forward to having P&G rebates on Fetch. It's really exciting. And then the last thing that I wanted to touch on was that I just had my YouTube anniversary. I was on my studio page, which is like where you can manage all your videos on YouTube. And it let me know that I just had my 14-year anniversary, which means that I started in 2011, which is insane. And I just wanted to show you guys this funny video. It's private on my page. I privated a lot of my old videos, but I posted this video on December 8th, 2011. And I'm 27 now, so what would that have been? I think I was 13, maybe 12. And I am going over my Target haul, and it's pretty funny.
And I went to Target today, and I'm just going to show you guys what I got, and the prices, and everything like that. So first, I got Savory Maxi Pads. These were $2.89 at Target, and this is a 24 count. I used $1 off Target coupon and $1 off manufacturer coupon, making 89 cents for this huge pack. So that's a good deal.
I'm filming, I'm like going over my Target haul, and I'm like holding it up and looking at like the product packaging is so crazy, and the video quality. I remember I'm filming on my iPod Touch. I remember for Christmas one year, it was a huge deal. It was like the only thing I got. I think it might have been my Christmas and birthday present combined, because my birthday is January 10th. I remember I got my iPod Touch, and once I had that thing, that was like peak video quality, peak for recording videos compared to like having like a cheap digital camera that I had before. And I think my sister is recording me, and I'm like, keep it steady. because you can see like the camera shaking. But yeah, I remember I started posting videos for CVS, or not CVS, Walgreens and Target, which is all I had near me when I lived in Minnesota when I was growing up. And I would just have fun posting my deals videos on YouTube. And then this one, I don't know if you guys remember. Do you guys remember the P&G insert when they would give $1 off any Tide? And we would get those travel size packets of Tide detergent for free all the time.
Okay,
These
that's
ones.
3 packets of Tide. These I got from different places.
If
One I got from the
you-
P&G booklet.
If you remember the P&G booklet with the Tide travel size at Target, that's like the ultimate test of if you are like, if you've been couponing for a long time. If you remember that. Too much. I just thought this was so funny. The Hollister top with the cardigan. I wish I still had that because now people are paying like a bunch of money for vintage Hollister apparently. But yeah, I just thought I would show you guys that. I just wanted to say I appreciate you guys for watching. I know a lot of you guys have been watching since I started posting around like 2020 or 2021. And I just wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was so cute. But Ray Ray, thank you. I appreciate it. Ray Ray says she gifted me, which I really appreciate. You don't have to do, but I appreciate the support. And she says, happy anniversary and thanks for all you do. That's amazing. Kayla says, who got you into couponing? The TLC show. Oh, Kayla, your birthday's January 5th. Capricorn twins. Kayla twins and Capricorn twins. And it's fitting that like all of the Capricorns that coupon, it's like so fitting to our personality and our star sign. It's hilarious. But yeah, I watched the TLC show, which came out like around like 2009, 2010, 2011 when I started my channel. And I saw like what people were doing and I was like, that's for me. Like that is for me. That's how my brain works. Very like logistical, methodical like that. And I was always a very like frugal kid. And so that piqued my interest and I was immediately like, Mom and Dad, give me the newspaper, give me the inserts. And I became obsessed. And that was when I was in like middle school. So I did it in middle school. I did it in high school a little bit. I kind of stopped like late high school. I got into it a little bit once I graduated high school in like 2016. And then when I was in college, I would go to CVS on campus. I went to University of Minnesota and I would go whenever I would need stuff. So I would like I just had like one CVS account and I would go and get the body wash I needed for that month and then I would be done, and toothpaste I needed for that month and I'd be done. Oh, Kayla, you're 27 too? I'm also 27. So we were born like 5 days apart. That's crazy. And both of our names are Kayla. Yeah, I'm January 10, 1998. Ray, that's awesome though. Like if you're just getting into couponing now, I feel like it's never been like not a great time to start couponing. Ray, that's awesome. Ray says, I'm a chemist, so this is a number game to me. I'm also in STEM. I studied engineering in college. And I still work in engineering now. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I miss the inserts. I miss the P&G everyday inserts so much. I remember like the excitement when we get a new P&G insert was insane. Yes, Ray, I'm the exact same way. I work from home. Couponing and making videos and stuff gets me out of the house. I am a consultant for a food company in engineering, so I work like 20 to 40 hours a week, just depending on the time of the year. But I used to work full-time. I worked as an engineer, as a quality engineer full-time for 2 years. I'm out of college now, like 5 years. So I did 2 years full-time at a manufacturing plant in food for a major food company in the United States. And then I'm still at that same company, and I'm a consultant now. And I work from home. I'm remote. Lux and Love says, can you tell us about tracking and how that works? For instance, I do a lot of orders for pickup, and for pickup you can't do the spend orders, but it seems like it's still counting. Yeah, so Lux and Love. So the thing with spend deals, so I'm assuming that you know how they work in store. So like with this, for example, with a spend 20 get 7 is a spend deal, and you can see how I am just at $20 before coupons and all these deals are for in store, by the way. I only really cover in store. I don't do like online at CVS. But you can see I'm just at $20 and I'm still using, what is that, $11 in coupons. So obviously after those $11 in coupons, I'd be way above the spend 20 amount. So online, it's not going to work, because online with this Chic deal, it's going to tell me, oh, you only spent like $9 and some change, which is not true. In store, the spend is before coupons, and then online it's after. So in your example, Lux and Love, if you did this deal, I'm assuming that the tracking would show that you spent $9 towards that amount, and only $9. So it's probably going to tell you with the tracking that you spent whatever you spent after coupons, but not like the before coupon price of how it works in store. Does that make sense? Oh my gosh, an environmental consultant. That's so cool. I knew some people, because obviously, like when I was in college studying engineering, I was around a lot of chemistry majors, a lot of chemical engineering majors, a lot of environmental engineering majors, and a lot of them now are consultants, or they work for different firms, and they are constantly out in the field. That's really cool. Very important. I know. Oh my gosh. What were the websites? The coupon clipping websites. It was like SundayCouponInserts.com, and there was another one. There was another really popular one that I'm forgetting the name of. I never ordered coupons. That was one thing I never did. I was always tempted, but they were so expensive that I was like, nah. Kaylin, for new deals, the only ones I talked about were updates that kind of made deals worse, to be honest. Like Ibotta rebates being gone, or Ibotta rebates decreasing in value. And then the deals that I added was just the Chic deal here. But if you go on the Google Doc, it's all updated. Yeah, same. I only do buy deals online. Ray says I have a master's in toxicology. That's amazing. We love women in STEM. Women in STEM. Oh, Tiffany, yeah, same. I was in a dumpster. I was literally 12 years old in a dumpster. I was like 12 or 13 in a dumpster. My parents wouldn't let me do it, but my like crazy aunt, who I love, one of my dad's sisters, she was like my twin. She would take me dumpster diving. All right, you guys. So what happened, Lux and Love says, what happened was I only had to buy one more the next week, and I got the second extra care buck that wasn't a spend. So the thing is, with extra care buck deals, they reset the second week. So if you are tracking, you need to make sure that whatever you're tracking to, that if you want to complete it, you complete it on like that week by Saturday before it resets. Someone says, love from Australia. That's crazy. You guys don't have couponing there, do you? Exactly what Fashion Crazy said. I don't know if I want to tell this story. I got robbed because of coupons, and that's probably a story for a different day. I think I'll tell that story next week. But yeah, when I was a senior in college, a senior in university in spring of 2020, like right after COVID hit, I got robbed by 3 people, by 3 men. And the reason why I got robbed was sort of due to coupons, because I was dilly-dallying and not being aware of my surroundings. It was not my fault or the coupon's fault, but I got distracted by this huge stack of newspapers that were given to the apartment where I was at. So I was like, oh, like, let me like grab a couple of inserts. Like, not like stealing these or anything. They were just like newspapers that were just like set out for the residents of that apartment that I was visiting someone for to like grab and read and take up to their house. It was like an amenity at the apartment complex. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a couple of P&G inserts. And I was getting distracted, delaying, blah, 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 blah. 3 people saw me and they came in and said, give me your phone, and grabbed me and grabbed my phone. But I'll probably tell that whole story one day. That was an insane day. Lux and Love says, so what I mean is it seems like they purchased amount of items, which was buy 2, get an extra buck. Still counted when I purchased 3 instead of the 4. That's interesting. It could be because it might have been an extra buck limit of 2. So I wonder if it gave you 1 extra buck and then it was tracking that you only needed 1 more for the second extra buck. Yeah, Fashion Crazy saying that's what I thought. Sounds like you got 1 but not the other because it's a limit of 2, so it was like tracking towards the second one. All right, you guys, so we went over all the deals. We updated our Google Doc. The Google Doc is in the link in the description box. I also put it in the live chat, and that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow in the CVS Deals video that I posted. That I'll post tomorrow. I'll try to post it as early as I can. And I will see you guys next week, next Saturday, for another live. And then in next Saturday's live, we'll be going over the deals for the new 2-week ad. Thank you guys all for being on here. I appreciate all of you guys. And I will see you next week. And hopefully you guys can all catch the video that I post tomorrow. Bye.